Hello everyone and welcome to episode 13 of the ECW Revival series here on the channel, as the Hardcore Evolution show is in the books and time for more CyberSlam before we go to our next event, which should be Heat Wave. As we're coming off our best show yet. It's tied for the first show ever done at ECW Reborn, both getting 71s. Hopefully, we keep on staying in the 65 to 70 range. That's what I'm kind of going for as far as for these Cyber Slams. Should be a pretty good Cyber Slam, though. I'm excited to see how it plays out. And let's waste no time here. Let's get right into it, as we have first the two pre-show matches. Ricochet taking on Tony Nese. Ricochet, man, it sucks that in the mod right now we're just kind of sharing Ricochet, Rich Swann, Tony Nese with Dragon Gate, and we haven't been able to use Ricochet and Rich Swann all that much, but really Ricochet is what I'm kind of bummed out about, because it's pretty good, for an undercard act being a 41, and even him being off his game still gets the win there with a diving double knee drop, and he still outperforms Tony Nese by 10, so I mean, it's good, not a bad pre-show match at all. The next pre-show match is actually a really fun one here, as Lucha Bros taking on Outlaw Inc. It's Homicide with the Cop Killer on Pentagon Jr. in 10 minutes. As that's huge. As I might even, instead of calling it the Cop Killer, I might just call it the 187. I don't know. That's just something to think about. As Phoenix obviously is going to be the lowest guy in the match thanks to his injury. But even then, they didn't have a chance to outperform Outlaw Inc., who get the win, and that might be on the TV next. Who knows? Homicide doing really well though. That's good to see. It's great to see, actually. As the Cyber Slam, or actually the Hardcore Evolution recap of what happened on the show, obviously with the main event, Brock Lesnar, Rob Van Dam, and the ECW guys returning, and even showing up in the year 2014 and still doing some big things, with Punk and Cabana, which is now funny. Now Punk's back into the wrestling world. As I'm recording this, you guys will still, I think there's one more episode. And actually, no, I think this is going to be the one where it comes out when he has now returned to AEW, which is crazy to think about how much that this series, just kind of how the plans were back in like March and April getting this together, and to now look at like how the roster is shaped up. A lot of guys not a part of WWE anymore. Like Punk's came back. Like it's been it's interesting how everything is kind of played out the way it has, as and just more of Paige retaining her championship, and then Tommy End becoming the first ever network champion. Fun stuff there, and then the CyberSlam intro. So we got kind of a lot of videos happening back to back, and then we have a just kind of in the backstage area, black background. There's some steps though that Raven's sitting on, and he's the one doing the promo, as everyone else is kind of in the background. As Tommy Dreamer, we fought on epic proportions. You scarred my face, battered my body with no remorse, and worst of all, you took my girl. Tommy Dreamer, your family should be my family. Time after time after time, I beat you, Tommy. Only for you to come back time and time again for the blowholes of the ECW fans. Just so you wouldn't go on a murderous rampage ending in suicide, I gave you that only victory so you can continue with your sad little life. They say the greatest thing the devil ever did was to make the world believe he didn't exist, and you're looking at him. Tommy Dreamer, I've already been crucified for your sins. Now this devil has found this Dutchman, panning up to Tommy End, Yashir, to Jared, and even the Sinister Minister that's above Raven as he goes back. As Tommy End is going to bring your final resting place. Is going to bring you, rather, to your final resting place. I fucked that up. As Tommy End is going to bring you to your final resting place so that I can be with my rightful family. Quote the Raven. Nevermore. Some strong words for Raven there, for Tommy Dreamer. Even decades and decades later after it started, the fire is still there between those two. That gets a 49. Just great. It's the actual match that happens. So Raven's actually in the match with Quick Death of Tommy and Yoshio Tajiri. Really, Raven's just kind of on the outside, which is crazy because he's actually the best guy in the fucking match. in 2014. That's hilarious. As Dreamer and Rhino and Rob Van Dam. I don't know why Raven's taking the fall here. That should have been Yoshihiro Tajiri. So we're just going to pretend Tajiri takes the 5-star Frog Splash. It's kind of the ECW Originals team of Dreamer, Rhino, and Rob Van Dam beat the Sinister Minister group that has yet to be named. As obviously Van Dam killing it. Rhino with a 60, that's pretty awesome too. But just it's wild that Raven's better than Tommy End in the year 2014. That's the pop for you. So 56 there in the opener. And the next match, we get Bad Influence making their ECW debut, taking on the Kings of Wrestling, and they win. As Frankie Kazarian pinning Chris Hero after the Modern Art in 12:52. Hero's the weak link, and so that makes sense why he took the fall there. Cesaro was the best guy in the match, but just, Kazarian and Daniels were the better team. As, that's a lot of fun. Cesaro's gimmick's getting stale, which is the end of us loaning him for right now, too. Which, they'll be back. We'll bring back Cesaro for sure. Probably even during this kind of tapings of the CyberSlam. Just so, we can keep using Kings of Wrestling. Because, I don't want them to kind of that be it in ECW. Obviously, losing here, it was tough because you have basically two teams debuting at once, so something's got to happen, something's got to give. And it just felt like Bad Influence was going to have the better rating, and I was right. So that was a little bit of lady luck there to picking out who would win that, and Bad Influence getting the much-deserved win there. This tag division is coming together. It's coming together. As we have Bubba coming out with, supposed to be with Devon, but Devon was supposed to not do anything. He's supposed to stand there as Bubba cutting a shoot promo on Brock. As, Brock Lesnar being an ECW champion is something I never had the privilege of doing. And you spit on that tradition. You spit at everything that this company has done. You spit at everything that these fans loved about ECW. And to see you treat this championship belt the way you do makes me fucking sick. I don't know what you were doing before this, why you decided, let's make a quick paycheck at ECW. Let's run ECW into the ground. Let's not give these fans the chance to see an ECW heavyweight champion perform at the ECW arena. Instead, you rather sit at home on your farm doing God knows what. All I know is this. You step in the ring with me, I'm getting that ECW championship back for ECW. Because every time you spit on ECW, you spit on my legacy. What me and Devon did. We were the best tag team to ever step foot in ECW. And I'm going to beat the fucking shit out of you whenever we cross next time. As that's just some strong words, Bubba. As saying he's going to beat Brock's fucking ass. Good luck with that. But the man is hot after how Brock's been treating ECW and treating the championship, and how he's being very restrictive on making appearances and making dates. But he also says that, I know Kenta's not going to get the job done against you. I know he won't. I have the fire. I have the desire. I'm the one who's going to beat you. So Kenta, bring your fucking ass out here. I'm going to give a show to Brock Lesnar to see what he's got in store for when I am the one who takes him on at Heatwave. So, got to call out to Kenta, who comes out, but he's not alone. As first, makes his way towards the entrance aisle. He's got a microphone though. He stops and says, "Now, that seems like a great idea and all. To have me come down there and beat your old ass. But I've already earned my chance to face Brock Lesnar. I'm not gonna miss that chance. So instead, I got another idea for you. How about if you beat a person that I choose, I'll give you the match next week." So, and then Bubba just kind of nods like, "Bring it on, you little bitch." You're like, who's it gonna be? Towering out of the entranceway, Yoshihiro Takayama. Takayama, obviously. No explanation needed here. Obviously, their history in Noah being a part of No Mercy, but also, it's Yoshihiro Takayama. If you want to talk about an absolute savage, Takayama's top of that fucking list. And it looks like we got a match. Looks like we got Yoshihiro Takayama and Bubba Ray Dudley in the main event. No! Oh, I was nervous. I was like, he's probably going to do like a 30. No. A 25 for Yoshihiro Takayama here. And he beats Bo Ray Dudley in the main event in the 50. Gets the Everest German suplex though in 12:23. God damn it. God damn it. Well, there's that main event. They're going for the 65-70 rating. As, yeah, 55. Unreal. Well, I mean, as far as the show went, the best thing was the intro, which was hilarious. But I actually kind of liked the Bubba shoot promo on Brock, just shitting on how he's treated ECW and treated the championship, and how he, obviously, Bubba being a very, takes his work with a lot of pride. And I would think that if there's someone to kind of try to stop Brock's bullshit from the ECW, like, original side, he's probably the top guy to do it. Because, like, Rhino, a little past his prime, but still, that'd be a fun match, though, Rhino and Brock. If you got, like, prime Rhino and prime Brock, but even then, like, Brock would probably murder him. Still, just kind of, he outmatches a lot of guys that the ECW originally had. So it's just kind of a tough spot for the ECW originals guys. But at least the Takayama appearance before then, with the promo with Kenta, that actually went surprisingly well. But, man, Takayama the 25 is very, very tough. But still, all in all, I think as far as what I could control, the show was alright. Is a lot of fun. Bad Influence making their debut, and that was really well. Somehow Raven outperformed everybody in quick death of Tajiri and Tommy End, which is crazy, but that's interesting. there's a lot of interesting stuff going on here. Obviously, with Takayama's rating, I want to say it's more of the stats are there, but I think it's just kind of his pop really delegated a lot of that, and he probably would have done like maybe a 55-60 normally, but then, having like 5 or 10 pop in the US probably dropped it way the fuck down. But then, is what it is. Thank you all for watching, everyone, as I will catch you guys next time for more ECW CyberSlam. Take care, everyone.